One of the benefits of working as a social media director for a hockey team is that you don't work on Mondays. There are a few others, like getting signed jerseys for Dad or for charities. There are a few disadvantages, though, like dealing with jocks who don't take my job seriously. They think I'm just some kind of hockey groupie, not to be confused with a puck bunny, whose only purpose in life is to ogle at them and post pictures of them online, when really, I'm there to make them look good on social media. Another disadvantage. After a long Sunday game, I'm so exhausted I don't even have the energy to call my friends and do something fun. I stare at my fingernails, a freshly painted dark green. At the very least, I can pamper myself during my downtime. I even blow-dry my hair instead of letting it air-dry and tying it up into a ponytail. If only Randall, my live-in boyfriend, was here, we could order takeout and have a candlelit dinner, but I have no idea where he is at the moment. We don't see each other often. Lately, I feel like he's my roommate. My mom has a special radar. She knows when to call me, when I'm causing trouble or when I need some homemade cookies. The lady is wise in many ways. She lacks in others, but that's a different story. It's Sunday evening. I'm alone at home waiting for my boyfriend to come back from what he calls work. I was working just like him, yet I'm here. Today is one of those days when I wonder if our relationship still works. Other times, I believe we're meant for each other and we'll get married soon. Like last December when I caught him browsing the Cartier website, I thought that was it. He was buying me an engagement ring. My hopes to get a sparkly solitaire vanished when he showed me his new Cartier watch. Listen, I'm not dying to marry the man, but if marriage isn't the next step, what are we doing together? After 3 years living in the same place, we're like an old, boring married couple. Hello, I'm just 28. Work and his family, who pretty much own him, come first. He always comes home late from work. I can't even remember the last time we had sex. It was that long ago. So much for dating an older guy who wouldn't play games and would know how to treat me. I'd happily give up our fancy downtown apartment for a more loving relationship. What are the alternatives? I can push him to discuss our relationship, but my hints don't seem to land, and we only have so much time to fix it.
Dada! A voice booms inside my head. The sound feels like a rubber band bouncing in my mind as I go from deep sleep into a groggy state of reality. When I open my eyes, I see my darling son jumping on the bed frantically, yelling, "Dada, Dada, Dada!" about 100 times per second. Kids are precious, they say. You'll cherish every second you have with them, they say. It makes me wonder if every person who has children blocks out the sleepless nights, the tantrums, and the tiny feet bouncing on the bed while you're trying to get some sleep. I love my son. He's the best part of me. But I miss sleeping. I heave myself out of bed. I can't remember the last time I slept more than 5 hours in a row. This kid is slowly killing me. I can already see the headlines. Former hockey player dies from lack of sleep. No, that can't be true. I won't become a former player because I'm only 34. Next year, I'll be back on the ice. My knee is almost as good as new. The 18-month sentence to live in Baker's Creek is over by the end of November. I just need to find a team that'll take me since the Orcas released me from my contract. Dad, Buffles! Waffles, not Buffles. I correct him, lifting him from the bed and flying him around the room. Ready for takeoff? Next stop, the kitchen. He giggles with excitement. We both imitate the noise of a plane engine as we go down the stairs. I stop when we spot Easton, the contractor, measuring the railing. Isn't it a little early for house visits? He looks at me and shakes his head. Henry texted me last night to make sure I'd arrive early. You're the only person who puts up with him. I pat his shoulder as I continue descending the stairs. Say hi to Mr. Rodensport. Hi. Arden grins and waves his hand. So, what are you doing with the stairs? I ask. Beacon finally woke up from the induced coma, and according to Hayes, he could be flying back home as early as tomorrow or as late as 6 weeks. He sent more instructions to Henry, who has been making changes to the house and calling every person he knows to order what our little brother needs to recover.
to keep listening to this audiobook. I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.